Hey guys, this is Allison from AllyKat Creations. How are you? Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you have yet to do so. And if you get anything from my work, an epiphany, a mind explosion, a new book to read, a new author to explore, artwork to create, please consider supporting my channel. All the links after this live will be in the description below the video. AllyKatCreations211.com is where you could see all the things that I do artistically, all the work that I create. Go check it out. And if you're interested in anything or a commission, please email me. That's the best way you can get in touch with me for the moment. We'll talk about it. And yeah, 3D it's here on my channel. It's a really good way to support this channel and myself. So yeah, please, if you're interested, go support the channel. And with that channel membership, my members get a free entry to win a pyramid this month, April 18th. My birthday is tomorrow, and I'm having a celebration and giving away pyramids. Just this one. And then the second and third place gets to choose a paint and sip painting that I have done just to celebrate my birthday. So I also do channel member only videos, and that right now is just Oracle cards. As I am seeing the chat, hi Scott, hi Charlene, Miss Corey, you have been in my prayers. Seriously, you have been in my prayers the last few days. So much so. Um, we'll talk. But I'm so blessed and so happy that you showed up just to say hi. I am glad that you were resting. Um, getting a defib in there. Yeah, I feel that's going on. I feel a stent failure. Um, I am absolutely thrilled that you're okay and everything will be okay. Um, as I was bubbling up your so any blah, 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 blah. See, I'm channeling now. Channeling coming in. Hi, Ashmaya. Hi, Gregory. Hi, all. Um, so yesterday I've been in funk land. I've been in a metaphorical, etherical collapse, soul collapse. I've been in collapse. Bad, bad, bad. And Spirit dropped you, Corey, a message. In all between all the crazy shit going on with me, of course anybody that's sick, I not I don't want to don't claim the sickness. Anybody going through vibrational changes and it's affecting the physical body. Better worded right there. I've been bubbling every morning, every day. I hold space for those who need my energy to heal. And Spirit was saying that, Corey, you need to make some changes and directional changes in life. We all are being made to do such things. And that you're being heavily challenged like I am right now and tested. Don't give up. I know you don't, and I know you won't, as I'm trying not to. But there's a lot of purging you need to do, Miss Corey. And this downtime is going to hopefully help you not only get back to your best, but figure out where the changes in your life need to be made. And change is scary, change is absolutely not fun. And they want you to know that they're always with you. Obviously, yes, we are, Corey, but I asked them why is Corey being challenged in like the scary just about the they could take you out at those things could take you out at any moment. Why is she being tested that way? And funny Archangel keeps coming in and saying, well, because she's not seeing. I'm like, but if you're not putting it in her path, how is she supposed to see that she needs to change? And where, in what direction she needs to change in? Right? It could be in any facet of your life. Change can happen in any facet. It doesn't need to be like everything. Um, but they said you'll figure it out when you take the time. Now that you're given the time to go down and do a lot of inner work and clearing. Um, what is dissolving around you? Are your beliefs changing? Where do you need to steer your course? And you are the only captain of your ship. As I'm giving you this advice, it's very much similar for myself. I'm late today. Sorry for that. I'm late. Um, so the gas company who does the electric and some other company is ripping up my driveway at the moment. No notice, no permit, no knock on the door, no letter in my mailbox to say, hey, we're going to be working during this time. There'll be vehicles in your driveway and equipment. Please just be mindful. Well, I come home and I'm like, okay, I got to park in my driveway. There's no parking anywhere. I was very frustrated. And I also had a kid that had a blowout, a lot of boogers and stuff. So I had to take a shower. And then I got an email because my situation is shit right now. Shit. Hi, Catherine. I need that. I wish it was something else, but I absolutely need that. So I found out that in Indiana, I still need to go to school, which is fine, but I can't go to school when I'm in financial collapse because my phone bill just went up and the paycheck that I just had went to the phone bill. I don't know. I'm waiting for my taxes to come in, and by May, I don't know how my bills are being paid. I'm now very behind. I'm in the red. As much as I want to, mm, mm. So the guys are working, and I'm like, okay, whatever. It's just I'm gonna have to navigate around. I might have to walk to work tomorrow. We'll see. Happy birthday to me. I have to walk to work. Great. Um, I get an email. My principal was basically telling me someone else has a position because they have a general ed degree and basically they could put them in the role where I have the actual art degree, but I need 18 to 24 months of schooling, and the school that they told me to look into, it's in person and it's probably in Illinois, and I don't have the gas or the finances to even get a loan. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to need a co-signer. I don't have anybody to co-sign a loan, nor would I ask anybody to co-sign a loan for me. That's embarrassing. But also the fact that I, I I don't even have a summer job lined up. I was going to take out an equity loan if I signed a contract that I would become a teacher in art, but I can't do that if they're not giving me the job. So then today I get an email right before I try to get on a little earlier, asking if I want a special ed position. Now I'm like, okay, I still have to go to school, but I need scholarships. I need help financially. Um, but at the same time, where do you want, where, I didn't see a position open, but where would you put me? I love my professional position. I do. As much as it's stressful and there's a lot of things that can be changed, and there's no way they're going to let me change them. But I pretty much been very forward and honest in my answers and saying I have a degree in art. I want to pursue art. If this opportunity was presented to me, I was given misinformation. Just like anything, I don't mind if I go back to school or get a licensure program, whatever it is that I need to take, I'm willing to do that work. I just can't afford it unless I know I have a signed contract position, because then I can take an equity loan out and that will help pay for that. I'm still waiting on my interview. I have to now see what she says, but otherwise I have to look for another career in the moment. I have to figure it out because I cannot do this anymore. I'm done. I'm tired. I collapsed. I'm in spiritual collapse. I'm in the void. I jumped off the abyss and I said, I am done having to survive in this life. You wanted me to be here to have a mission. You said, I agreed. Great. Now help me maintain a third dimensional job that will sustain this physical vehicle, because otherwise, transcend my ass. I'm over it. Done. I'm done here. I could do way more up there than I can down here if I don't have the resources. Up there, it's infinite. You can just fly around and do you boo. Hi, outside Ray. You know, it it it's a blessing, you know, that people are willing to try to help me and put me in a direction. But it's of course it's life is really interesting how people use other people. And in this instance, I don't want to be another puppet for somebody to use. This has happened in many of my other jobs that I have worked, especially in the Y. And they'll give you a position, they'll tell you all this fanciful nonsense, and then they leave you hanging and they leave you with debt. I cannot afford that. If I'm supposed to have this dramatic change that the universe keeps implying that I'm going to have, then where is the rich husband that could support me while I go back to school and do what I need to do to get an art job? Because I can't do this by myself. I can't. And the assets I have, and some people are like, why don't you just move again? Why am I going to keep continuing to move and run away from problems that there is a lesson somewhere in there I haven't learned yet, or it hasn't been presented to me yet to learn or to hone in on? I shouldn't be running anymore. This is ridiculous. The system here sucks. There is no right information. I got told I could have a bachelor's and take a test and I'm good to go, as long as I pass the test. Now I have to take a course for 18 to 24 months, then two big tests because it's special ed, it's not in art. And I spoke to somebody on the phone yesterday who was like, oh, yeah, no, the school is you have to come in on Saturdays. And oh, that we'll work with you in the art stuff. And then you have to do clinicals and student teach. And then there's some other caveats to this program that called, I was inquiring about. And I said to the girl, why would I get a general education license when I want to teach art? I need an art license because at the end of the day, I have to take an art praxis. That test is retardedly hard. And if the course that I'm going to be paying for will get me to get past that test, I'd rather take that course than something that I am not actually going to use. I have 10 years of classroom experience. I have half of that in special ed. So please explain to me. I don't want to be a special ed teacher as much as I love the kiddos. The system's corrupt until it changes. But okay, where Trump is the free schooling and the free certificates and the free this and the free that, because I wouldn't have this agita stress. Thank God I have white hair to have a job. Why do we need that? If I have the experience and I have the degree and I'm a working artist, why should there be any question to put me in a position? Besides the nepotism that happens in the systems. By the way, I want to wish in heaven, sixth density, my mother and my father a happy, I want to say this is their 52nd wedding anniversary in heaven. I think they spent 50. Today's my parents were married. Yeah, 52 years they would have been married. I hope they are having cake and having fun up there in density, higher density, having fun. Um, always fun to go reminisce and upset some of my family members. Hi. And as I turn 42 tomorrow, I'm done. I'm done. Done with life. I'm over it. I'm exhausted. I so before I get into craft, because I have something really cute, I want to actually experiment with you guys. I want to make a bird out of a toilet paper holder. The tubing. I want to make one with you guys. Um, I listened to this gnostic. It's not gnostic, but it's these channels with AI voices and stuff, but it's about dark chosen ones. And I'm like, what are you talking about dark? Like, I'm dark. It was pretty much implying that many of us who have traumatic experiences, extremely difficult circumstances that keep perpetuating in life during our lifetime, that we've been incarnate, that all the difficulty that we're going through is actually bringing in absolutely more light to the planet to upgrade. So this is what I say to the universe in terms of that nonsense, that why would I, and I've been screaming at myself, why do I sign up for this crap? Why? Why do I keep signing up for this? And it's not to say I've been through, this is the worst I've ever been through. Right? New York, I thought was really bad. And it was, because I lived in agony every day for 2 years until I moved. 97 pounds, an angry, wicked, see you next Tuesday, angry person. And why was I angry? Because we were being lied to. Until I started to see through the veil of lies on both sides and went to neutral to see that both sides are a clown show. It's all one clown show. And I am not being perpetually steered in any direction anymore. Thank you, Catherine. So I'm gonna redub. I got this like genius in download yesterday. Because everybody kept wishing me happy birthday yesterday. I'm like, no, it's on Wednesday. I'm gonna repurpose how to say happy birthday. Humor me. Blessed carnation anniversary. And why I say carnation and not incarnation is because there's a million different versions of you playing out right now, and you have never actually, we've died and came back a million times. For me, in density, in a form, I came back 28,000 something times. In density. Your soul's eternal. It's immortal. It lives on and on and on and on. God said, here you're created. Well, I put it as I can't remember everything I wrote. Because born day is great to say, like, happy born day. What was the other? There's like a bunch of people, no one like birthday. And to keep it clean, I posted a lot on my Facebook. Happy Incarnation Anniversary. Blessed Carnation Day. Welcome to the light anniversary. Like you came from the darkness, now you're in the light. Um, Happy born day, obviously. Oh shit, you volunteered for 3D anniversary. Um, yeah. So those are a few of those. And Charlene, I like that one. Happy appearance day. You came. Hi. I don't know why. I just why not be unique about something that a lot of people, I don't dread it. I'm just not feeling it. It's not because I don't like to celebrate. I like to celebrate my birthday, and the reason being, or my appearance day, or my carnation day. My birth mother sacrificed her life for me. That alone is a gift that I was given. She gave me a gift that not many people, that unless you're adopted and have a really good life, could even understand. She sacrificed legitimately, like she took her life in order for me to be here. That was in her contract. She sacrificed herself so that she can birth me and that she can hold in my very unique frequency. She kept me protected. So, however the universe works, that's the reason why it's more about her than it is about me. It's about, I lived this long. Congratulations, you made it another year around the sun. Or in just physical form. Congratulations. But you don't die. You metaphorically, your shell dies, but you're just transcending. And I was at the point the last 2 weeks, I am done. I'm transcending. Someone transcend me, or I'm gonna cause it because I'm done. And obviously I'm still here. Don't worry. There's a lot of stuff I need to work out, but I'm done. I'm done waiting. I'm frustrated. I keep showing up each and every day, working my ass off to not have any sort of 3D matrix success. And I don't need to be a billionaire. I just need to be content. I need my bills to be paid. And I'm not alone in the struggle. A ton of people are in the struggle right now. And it's done. I'm done. Everybody's still having their money stolen from them. I don't care who the hell's in office. I'm not idolatrizing T. I'm not. I'm done with him too. I'm over it. I'm over the politics. Shit or get off the effing metaphorical pot. And I've been saying this for years now. What was considered the chosen dark ones is a small percentage of us, and it's many of you that are here, by the way. I'm not alone. That came in through the difficulty in order to help other people, and we're paving the path, and we have to go through it first. So this dark night of the soul, the shadow, I've embraced my shadow a long time ago. I can't be this metaphorical love and light. Hi, everything's great, because it's not. We have to live in reality. The hologram, the simulation, it's still reality in our perception, so we have to accept it because we are the observer. I've tried collapsing my wave function to get better and do better in life hundreds of thousands of times. It's up to all of us in humanity to get the unity that will manifest that collapse of a bigger wave function for all of us to have an actual manifestation of abundance and prosperity. I'm the observer observing millions of timelines. I see one that would be my best and highest in the moment of the now. I want to collapse it. And I'm being held up by a whole ton of my other selves. It's frustrating. Watch Dark City. That's going to help you understand a lot. Because I want to create that beach he creates at the end of the movie because it's within the matrix, but everybody enjoys it. That's what we need to focus on. And most of us need financial support because the way the world is working right now, and I conveyed that to the special ed assistant that I dearly love who hired me. And I said, listen, this job is just not paying. I love being what I am. I love a paraprofessional. It's my thing. I love it. It brings me joy. I'm happy having fun with kids and playing on the floor all day, even though I had somebody have a blowout. Someone had major diarrhea today, and it was a mess. And I had to go change and take a shower because I don't know what, it's kids. They can have a stomach virus. No, thank you. So there's a lot of energy. Yes. Woo! Well, I did the Schumann resonance. Give yourself and look, I'm very hard on myself because I am the only one that I can count on. Not that I can't count on you guys and get support because I love you all. And I know you guys have been amazing. But let me just explain. At the end of the day, I am physically alone. Even when I had Viking, I was physically alone. Right? And I only count on myself. Right. And I don't, and also I don't want to concern, and I honestly don't concern myself anymore. I'm over the outside movie. Right. And I said to my teachers today because they were talking about Tangerine Man. We know who that is. Because that's their thinking. And I postulated to her, I'm like, did you ever go on IMDb and see how many of them are actors? Like, why are you feeding your energy into stuff that it's a movie? And she looks at me and I'm like, do you really think that's him? Because she mentioned his height and weight. I'm like, that's not even him. And if you thought that was B, that wasn't him either. So please explain. And none of the other, I'm like, how many? They got doubles. I'm like, all presidents have stand-ins. We know this. You're just not coming to grasp on that reality, right? But as much as I'm not concerning myself with the outside world does dictate to me my finances as it does everybody else. And at some point, the system has to falter. And I already hoped that it would already because it would have helped me big time. I shouldn't have to fight for a job position that I'm overly qualified for, but because I don't have a fucking piece of paper and a $40,000 investment, I can't get for a job that doesn't even pay that much. I'm going to do this is the small view. I didn't increase it yet, but I want you to see all the white lines, all the white lines. This is in the last, hang on. Most of this is like today. And we just had a spike drop with a lot of purge. So this is me. Hi. This was earlier today. And let me tell you something. I had the blowout. I had one who just could not function today, who was and claws and got my teacher really good in the mouth with the headbutting. We had a lot of that today. And this was overnight yesterday because this is coming from Russia. Um, so the energies have been absolutely banana nuts. Oh, and FYI, Scott Pace, I got your package. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't wait. I'm gonna take this weekend. We are getting bad weather on Friday. And I'm off on Friday because why not? Another day without pay. But I'm going to do some epoxy fun. I'm gonna start getting some systems going so that I can start the patriotic work that I want to do. And someone at work got me crazy cat lady patches and cat love. I have to find something to put these on, but I love them. I think my teacher is getting me lunch tomorrow. Okay, we're gonna monkey butt. Monkey! Monkey, monkey, monkey. Monkey butt. That was for you, Buckshot, even though you're probably over on Wii, not me. So Friday I will be live if unless there's a catastrophe in front of my house. Because literally I will take a picture. There is orange line across my driveway and my front of part of the house. They're digging up stuff in my driveway. Very happy I did not resurface my driveway. It is a shit show. I can't even get my car in my driveway because of how low my car is and the bumps and the hill. I don't use it unless I necessarily have to. And I'm like, there's no parking in this neighborhood. Like I'm on a main road. Where am I putting my car for this nonsense? And no one speaks English. Lawsuit? Charlene, I had a name Monkey Butt because of Turn the Page with Janine. But on Friday, I will be raffling off this beautiful pyramid. It's an $80 value, 60 to $80. I have to look at the stuff. But this is up for grabs. And then I'm raffling off for second and third place my paint and sip paintings. This is what I did the other day. It's 2 parts because I'm lacking in smaller canvas. I have huge canvas, huge. but those are saved for commissions. Oh, there was another thing that's going on tomorrow on my birthday or Incarnation Day. I don't know if I saved it. I don't think I saved it. Um, okay, so tomorrow Mercury is entering Aries. It's a portal tomorrow, a very powerful one. We're getting out of Pisces energy and we're going into the fire. Fire. So take advantage of that. God, my phone is overwhelmed with I didn't save it. I'm Oh, thank you, Charlene. No, and guys, I don't want to solicit sympathy. I really don't. Um, I know I'm not alone in how I am feeling, and especially like all of us are going through some kind of change. It depends what aspect of your life it's happening. And for me, it happens to be my career and finances, right? Um, it's frustrating because I'm showing up trying to manifest my dreams. I literally have a binder of curriculum that I wrote. Like I took the time to sit and write a curriculum, hoping that a miracle could happen. Going and investigating for months, calling and being on the phone with these universities asking for online art educational programs, what the tuition is, how long it is, what it is entailed, and I kept coming up with nonsense and misinformation. And half of those people that do offer the schools that do offer the program, it doesn't even it's not accepted in Indiana. So I'm always at the crux of what the F. I'm studying for a test I probably will never be taking. And if I do take it, which I plan on doing, who knows, it will probably get me nowhere. But at least I know I took the time to study for something that probably I'm learning or relearning some information that will help me sometime in my life. Who knows? But I put action into motion to have a cause and effect. And for whatever reason, in thus said carnation, I have to overcome obstacles. But I, at the end of the day, can't put a pew-pew to someone's head to force them to hire me. I can't do that. I don't care that they're doing the construction on my property at all, as long as they like patch it up and make it look decent. What I have a problem with was they never informed me of this work. I never got a permit to put in my window that they were working on my property. They never told me the time frame that they will be on my property. I came home and there was trucks in my driveway and trucks in my mini driveway. I'm like, there's nowhere to park. You're everywhere. I deserve this is my property. Get the F off or move a car. I need a park. You guys never gave me information, and half of the people didn't even speak English, didn't understand a damn thing I said. And go find a project manager or an engineer that was anywhere near my vicinity of my house to talk to me. Like, you could do the work. I mean, my driveway and everything is shit. It needs to be repaved. Thanks, free repaving. But at the same time, notify me. Tell me, we're going to be at your house at your location at this time to this time. Please find alternate street parking or park your car horizontally or whatever you need. From this time to this time, I got nothing. Zero. And there's no emergency. It's not like someone's house blew up or maybe there is a leak, but I'm still able to use my gas. So I don't know what's going on. I just don't like not getting told or having this in my schedule. So I need my glue gun. Sorry. I had to plug that in. So what I plan on doing today is making a bird out of toilet paper. It's annoying. And they're probably still outside. They were outside all they've been working up my block. And then the other day I came home and there's flags and spray paint all over my front. Okay, cool. I get you're gonna do work, but when? And it's Easter weekend coming up. Are you gonna be the guy that spoke limited English was like 3 days. 3 days what? Does that count? Where am I going tomorrow and I get home from work? I don't care if it's my birthday or not. Like, where am I parking my car? These are the things that I'm not happy with. Will I be? Well, I might have to walk to work tomorrow. I don't know. And I can walk to work. It's not that far, and it's a like 20-minute walk. But still, why should I have to do that with no notice? Sorry. Just a little like, hey, we're going to be in your property would be nice. And like, I get it, your utilities are running, you need to fix them or do whatever. Just let me know. I'm very easygoing when it comes to that stuff. Interesting, Bob. Well, I'm making birds and maybe I'll add one to the painting. I don't know. Because I like doing stuff like that. But what I have to do is I have to glue this part first. It's this way. And then I have a beaky over here that I'm gonna glue here. And then I will paint. Well, we're not there yet because I have to wait for my glue and I might do a few. Because you know me, I just don't have one. I have a whole bag. Hi, Michelle. How are you? So yeah, energies of bananas. I'm in the dark night of some dark chosen soul thing that I was watching online. Many of you are going through the same nonsense. It's called Dark Chosen One. And no, I don't like the Chosen One theme. I don't like the language. But a lot of it does make sense. a lot of it, I no one's, we're all chosen. Everybody that's breathing a breath is chosen. We chose to be incarnate. We chose to come here and we chose a specific time. Like I was saying, why I don't feel my birthday this year, my appearance day, my carnation in anniversary, why I'm not feeling it this year is because all of this is happening and it keeps happening and it keeps happening. And then spiritual excuse is that, oh, because your soul signed up for this and your oversoul needs this, and great. And you're going to be put on your soul path. Even better. Great. Thank you. But with what? You guys have to take care of me up there here in order for me to persevere, in order for my soul growth to actually happen. If I'm not being taken care of, and that's not with the lack of effort that I'm putting in down here, I'm putting in effort every day. I show up, I go to work, I come home, I'm doing book readings, I'm doing crafts, I'm writing curriculum, I'm studying for tests, I'm doing all this stuff. I'm showing up for myself every day. What else can I give? I'm depleted as it is, right? Oh, we're almost hot. Bob, your toilet paper roll flashlight is scary sounding. Just saying. It's a little scary. I'm a perfectionist. That's another problem I have to overcome in my art career, that I don't need to be perfect. From my standards, I have high standards for myself. Um, I do. I don't know why. Now I'm curious if I do this, if this will work. We'll see. Yeah, like this right here, it I actually, if I really took my time, I could probably do like hyper realistic paintings of flowers. I used to do a lot of flowers in my lifetime. If I could go find my junior high school paintings I did, besides the little portfolio show I showed a couple of shows ago, I would show you like the in-depth flowering I done. This I just did willy-nilly. Yes, I don't know. I just emailed earlier, like after coming home and having a blowout of diarrhea, cha and a lot of boogers and a lot of uh, uh, I needed to shower. And pretty much read my emails because I'm not one of those children on phones all day like everybody else. When they go to work, they're on their phones doing everything but their job. I do my job, so I'm never on my phone. Um, this is gonna be a fat bird. It's gonna be the cutest thing ever. Gonna be the cutest fat bird ever. Fat birdie. I did. I'm making so I'm still not giving up on my until I really know, and I don't know. So the lady, she's amazing. She hired me for the para position job, and my teacher, as much as she doesn't want to lose me, and listen, if I have to go back and do that job, it's making a little bit more than most retail places and other places. It's just a full-time job, not salaried. Um, if I have to go back, I like my teacher. I just don't like the system that much, but on an everyday basis, I'm really happy. I love my job. Um, she's like, would you want to go back to school and get a special ed degree? Well, why would I want to do that when I would be an art teacher? But there might be a caveat to that. So I have to get all the information, but like time is ticking, and the universe has to start producing something. That's right. You are God, and God, you are God. Therefore, we only judge ourselves. That's why spiritual people out there, I love you all. But know this. You judge yourselves when you go out there. That's why right now, for most people to understand what divine neutrality is and non-dualistic thinking and not taking a side anymore and getting beyond good and evil, is the fact of the matter is that every being that you come into contact with in your life has a purpose. I saw that, and that was not a dust bunny. It came down. I saw it. Um, every being, whether negative on the negative polarized side or the positive polarized side, all are here to shed some kind of experience, wisdom, light, and love to all of humanity. The polarized people that are in the negative, they're here for us to learn from, to know what we don't prefer in the world, to see the things that have been perpetuating for a long time and to abolish it, to put an end to it, to say no more, this is not going to happen and not my reality. Because that right there, what I just said, not in my reality, is claiming your empowerment that you created your reality. We all created this together. We all are a tribe of people who came here to go, yeah, we're the change makers. But if it wasn't through the negative people out in the world doing and perpetuating horrible things, how would any of us know, learn, experience? If we don't experience, and this is what I'm trying to give myself like compassion to, we don't experience the destitute like I am, how can I give any kind of advice or wisdom to anybody else going through the same thing? I can't. And all of us collectively have experienced things differently, that the vastness of that wealth of knowledge to guide and walk other people through is game changing. I'm gonna paint it. This has to dry though. But Birdie, I'm gonna put some eyes. I might I have to find where I put my googly eyes. I might googly eye these. First Birdie, chirp chirp chirp. Monkey ball. If anybody saw my Blavatsky yesterday, I think I penguined. These are adorable, Charlene. And my kids loved them until they got dirty. Um, hanging on. How's everybody doing? How's the weather? How it was warmer today here. Besides the Schumann going crazy, and now they're saying I might see the aurora borealis after midnight tonight. I won't be up. I'll be sleeping. It's 53 currently in my area. And it's dropping down to 35 tonight. And it's going to be gloomy tomorrow. Oh, it's probably going to rain tomorrow. Yay, it's going to rain. Fun. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Uh, I mean, now there's a number you can call for uh the seeding of things in the sky. They have that. They have a number for that. I saw. I think Miss B posted it on Facebook. No, I mean I have I have a mini heater. Um oh, that was a download. Hi, Mickey. That was a that no, that I see. I mean, look, I do see things I don't pay attention to cognizantly because I'd be more I'd be going on about what's going behind me than talking here. There's a lot going on behind me. I also on Saturday I did oh, I needed that. A Stargate meditation. I was so over and done. I know the last 2 weeks I've been having dreams about transcending myself out of the matrix. And those were really horrible dreams, very vivid, trying to heal them. Here's the thing. Last Friday's live, I vented my ass off. Why? Because it needs to happen. I can't bottle this stuff up in me because it's going to be suppressed and then it's going to make me sick. I got to get it out. And I recommend that everybody does it just constructively. I tried. I don't know how much I succeeded in that. Um, so this meditation, the person holding the space, I was with the owner and she can read, she talks to angels like I do. And I kept telling her she's going through the same thing I'm going through, but she owns a business. She goes, when is it going to give? She's like, I put this, her most of her business is donation based. So of course I took some money that I made from her event and I donated it to her. I have to have an energy exchange. If I'm going to go to a place to actually meditate and build up the energy, I need to be able to give an energy exchange and a thank you to the person that's conducting the meditation. So in the meditation, I screamed upstairs. I said, what the F is this? Not again. What you want? You brought me here. I volunteered under pretenses that you're going to all watch over me and protect me. I know that I've been protected. I did 23andMe. My adoption happened for a reason. The plot number and land that my old house sat on is a Stargate. I am a Stargate, right? Yeah, those dreams are repeating. So for 2 weeks, this is another reason why I've been very out of it and upset and just done. Because I recapitulate my dreams, and if I'm having a bad day or I have a bad thought that comes up in my head and it's a repeating loop, I recapitulate those things. Anybody could do it. It's Neville Goddard and Carlos Castaneda, and I love Carlos Castaneda. I also love Neville Goddard. When something goes wrong in your day, or you don't like how things go, you go into a meditation and you revise. So up until the point of where the thing that went wrong happened, or if it's just a whole slew of events, you're going to walk yourself in a similar function in another parallel universe. Everything that in that imaginative state, everything happened right. So you're recapitulating what went wrong and turning it to right, or the way you wanted it to happen. Every one of my dreams was me transcending myself in a lot of different ways, in very scary ways and horrific ways that kept leaving me waking up like, holy crap, I didn't do that to myself. Well, I'm still here. What the hell? I watched a video and it was saying that this is happening to a lot of people. I'm not alone, that I'm healing my other selves. So yeah. Um, there's a bunch of I post a lot of stuff on Facebook if you are interested. Um, I also have a lot of spam guys. So just like private message me, like, hey, I want to be your friend. I'm from your channel, and I'll accept you so you can see the spiritual stuff that I post. Um, so guys, especially my older friends out there, there's a lot of men way older, 20 years older than me, with the same sob story that I was in the military and my wife divorced me. I have a 14-year-old child. I'm looking to rebuild my life, yada, 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 shit, blah, blah, blah. It's all spam. It's a bot. It's a stolen identity. Um, they want your heartstrings. And I get that all the time. Do not fall for it for yourself if it happens on your Facebook or any one of the social medias that you have. There's a lot of that going on, and it's geared towards people that are alone. Women, do not fall for that nonsense. I get it all the time. All the time. I'm not saying that there's not good guys on the internet that you can find. I haven't found one, but there's a lot of men out there. There's a lot of bots out there pretending to be and having the same sob story over and over and over again, a little worded differently here. And it also appear as women. Oh my God, I feel your energy and you're about to have this breakthrough. And oh, click and send me a friend request. No. Sorry, if you really were legit, would you know that I can read myself? Thanks. Sure. Do I need a little advice here to there? Absolutely. We all do. I can't see for myself. Another person that's a medium or a way shower or an intuitive can probably tell me more about myself than I can because I'm not allowed to read myself. I'm not allowed to know. It's a birdie. A birdie. Yeah, so I just want to put that out there because I get some messages like, oh, that person seems really nice. Why didn't you friend request them, or why did you delete that message? We saw it. Because it's fake. Not because I'm a douchebag. I'm not a douche canoe. Because it's fake. Hi, Amy. I hope I didn't miss anybody in the hellos. I'm making birdies out of toilet paper rolls, tubing. Tubing? Anybody? What's his name? Green? Tom Green, the Canadian comedian. Tubing, tubing. So sorry I'm late. Just a lot going on when I got home. And then I had to answer an email and write some craziness. I might put some googly eyes. You could send it to me, Miss Amy, if you want to. I mean, I do candles, but wax is fine. I don't know about anybody else, but also allergies. Mine are bananas. See, I didn't cut this properly. We'll see if this works. Oh, yeah, yeah. I really need glasses. Hi, Buckshot! I'm making birdies. I forgot a beaky. Oh. This guy's gonna be a little rough. He's gonna this bird is gonna has seen its days. Toilet paper roll birdies. Well, Buckshot is probably over. We Not Me is also live right now, and I think Dylan is on. I love Dylan. I have a ton, like seriously. The map maker, like that's one of his posters, the deity poster. I have that. I have other stuff of his, but at the moment, under my desk. Deep State Mapping Project. I laminated some of these. The deity poster I have hanging up on the wall. That's just some. Oh, fun. You gotta love work. Oh my God. I can't believe she's in Japan right now. Yeah, so today would have been my parents' 52nd anniversary wedding, joining of union. I hope they're up there watching over me, helping parents. I love you, but God, what the fuck? Okay, so as Corey was on earlier, for the life of me, yesterday and on Sunday, my chat on Rumble would not work at all. I got some hellos in here and there. And even last night, I got some hellos here and there. But like I tried putting Corey's blessings out and it did not, it would not let me send it. So I'm glad that Corey was able to be here in the beginning of the show so that she knows that I'm like spirit. I knew something was off and I got alerted and I kind of intuited what was going on. So I'm all prayers for Corey. Put your healing energy out for her. Um, we love you, Corey, and we all want you to get back to best. But you know, universe is saying change is happening, and you're being slowed down again for a reason. Take the time to do some inner work and just go easy on yourself because we need you. You're not done here yet. Um, I'm it's certain channels. I don't understand it. I don't know why. It is very, 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 very frustrating. Because as much as I mute now, for the most part, a lot of stuff, I still am a support and I still want to be a support to them. They're actually on one of my tabs right now. Right? Those are still my friends. I love them to pieces. I've transcended a lot of the information, and it's not because I don't love them. It's just because it's not a part of my reality anymore. But that doesn't mean that you guys can't jump over there or, you know, dive in. I just know the truth for in here. Right. And at the end of the day, everybody that keeps perpetuating stuff happening, I'm still waiting. I'm not going to wait anymore. I don't, at this point, I'm detached. I don't care. Oh, there was one. Connect to everything, but attach to nothing. Attachment is rooted in fear. Connect to everything because you are connected to everything, but attached to nothing. Attachment to an outcome, to a person, to a theme, a narrative, a program is rooted in fear. You lose your fear of loss when you realize you are already whole. Why I had to go through the shit I went through 2 years ago was I had to detach from material objects that I held in my heart space because my parents were the ones who worked hard for those things. I had to give it up. I had to give it up. I had to go pawn things. I had to do things I never thought I would have to do in my life. Although to serve me a purpose of understanding that I don't need things to remember my parents by. I don't need trinkets or jewelry to remember my parents by. I don't need to honor them in those ways. They're materialistic in 3D. So what did I do? In order to live, I sold a lot of shit. Right? Absolutely, Ashmaya, just be yourself. I'm always myself. The fear and the attachment that a lot of people are struggling with in the now moment is the fear of death, because people are still fearing the transcending point. Most of us are ascending through death of the shell. Just hate to break it to everybody. But even myself, I'm young in not necessarily, I'm in my middle of my life. I'll put it that way. Right? I'm not I fucking take me now. I don't care. because I know I'm not, I'm going to be perpetuated everywhere. I'm in all things. I don't fear it. It's a blessing if it happens. And if it doesn't, I'm still here. I'm still here anyway. And there's a billion of me's running around in different parallel lives, having different experiences so that my soul can know itself even to a greater extent. So you got to detach. Like I said, I listen to things objectively now because I know 98% of the shit that I'm listening to is hearsay. It's, oh, this person's doing a video. They're giving their perception of the world. That's great. I'm not taking away from them. Only the things that land here in my heart space am I taking in. Everything else is up. What happened on Twitter today? I don't know. I'm not really on Twitter. I'm not really, as much as everybody sees me on social media, I'm there for a little bit. I graze. I swipe away, swipe. But I'm not absorbing the information anymore because is it really information? Just like this art test. One site tells me one thing that I need to become a teacher in Indiana. Another site is telling me a whole different plethora of things. Who's right? Who's wrong? I don't know. I was misled in 5 different directions in the last 5 months, figuring this out. Is it worth my time applying for something if I don't have the credentials for it? I'm always making consistently. I have no choice. That's the path I chose to walk. And I've been doing this since I was a little kid. I show up for myself. I'm authentic. I don't fake it. You know, I told people too, if you think I'm a grifter or you think one of those things, I could show you my bank accounts to just show you that it's bleak. I shouldn't have to prove myself, but some people need that kind of existential thinking. I could give it to you. I could show you. It's not for fancy. I'm not making 6 figures like some of these other people. I don't have financial backing to have graphics and to have beautiful like ensemble beginnings to shows. I don't have any of that because that costs money. It all does. Everything. And I'm talented. I could probably come up with my own BS. Could. Okay, I have 3 birds. I might do a 4th and then shut the glue gun down. Okay, he didn't stay. See what happens when you don't pay attention? Ooh, this hurts. And also, because of the construction, I think that's also another reason why little Thor hasn't been coming to the house. Because he roams the neighborhood. I've seen him cross the street with my heart in my chest, and literally dropping. I haven't seen little Thor in a few days. Since the construction made its way this way, I don't know. I call him, I put the food out. And because of just my finances and I don't know what the foreseeable future looks like, I've been kind of conserving some of my tuna and cat food. Because I'm not going to get like this month, like I only worked a week and I only got half of that paycheck. And then my taxes, I did my taxes because I got money back. After I pay the accountant, I might have some money, and it's not a lot, but it should maybe help me pay my bills. And then I get one last paycheck at the end of April that isn't going to be a full paycheck, but again, it will help. Hi, Roger. I'm making toilet paper birdies. Maybe this one will stay closed this time so I can do one more. And then we'll go to do some painting. Oh my God. I've seen him do it. And it freaks me out when he does. I'm not happy when I see little Thor doing that. I'm not happy. Not happy at all. I'm not screaming. I'm saying hi. I'm excited to see you, Roger. Excited. So yeah, I will pull up. Obviously, I can't play it, but let me see if I can find it here. Because I reposted and it's been a few days. So hang on. Anybody else in a lot of pain? Like I'm all up here. Well, my birthday's tomorrow and I'm getting birthday wishes already. Happy Incarnation Day anniversary. Facebook is being slow. I will post the truck. I don't know if they moved it. That's now in my driveway with a big orange tubing clear across and all the insanity. I'm taking pictures so that if something were to go wrong, hi, I'm suing you. With what lawyer? I don't know. Okay, so the portal I was talking about, that's tomorrow on my incarnation anniversary. Mercury changes into Aries, 8 things you need to know. I will drop it in the links when I'm done. Bashar talks about how we are all time traveling constantly. That's a really good one I posted on my channel. Um, this is my friend Lauren, and this is me going to the Gothic Club years ago. I miss my friends. Oh, okay. I want to see Allison really cute and adorable. That's me. I want to say 5th grade. Yes, my hair was black, dark. You want to see my dad, my birth dad, my biological dad? I look like my dad, teeth and all. And then that's my mom. That's my birth mom. That's Phoebe. And that's Phoebe's grave. That's my dad. Yeah, I look like my dad. It's bananas. I won't show my brother or my sister. But yeah, I look very much like my dad. Sorry for the Jew haters out there, but that's my parents' gravestone. And that's my mom and dad. 52 years today. Insane. Oh, and this is like this is me teachery. I got an award. I blend in with the background. I got staff of the month. They're trying to keep me, but then you have to give me a job that you can hold me there. I'm still looking for the other show. Every chosen one went through this in childhood. That's a good one. It's 7 signs. You've been chosen to awaken the consciousness of the collective. So that's most of you. That was a really good one. And it's like AI body talk, but what's in there is absolutely, for at least for me, true. I will see if I can link that in there. The dark chosen ones. Only 1% truly understand what you're going through. And like I said, when I listened to this, when I was having those dreams of taking myself out and transcending myself and waking up in a complete sheer horror because those other selves are in the act of doing those things. In this reality, in this body, in this life, I've tried taking myself out a bunch of times because the pain and the suffering was too much to bear. Although I'm in that now, I'm in that space again. I'm fine. I'll be fine. And if, like I said, I screamed upstairs, screamed. If I'm meant to live out of my car and like give all this up, it's gonna have to happen. I'm not taking myself out, but then I won't be able to do my purpose in the big way that I'm supposed to. I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired. But the dark chosen path is due to the fact that we all commission, some of us more so than others, to be here at this time to go through nonsensical hell in the handbasket because it is the way we transmute the darkness. Because what does a flower do? When the flower is in the soil, it's in darkness. When we're in our mother's wombs, we are in the darkness. We bring the greatest light through the dark. We are the alchemizers of the darkness. And if we don't go through the dark, there is nothing to alchemize in terms of light, in terms of this experience. We have to remember, like, I had those dreams because those are things that my soul and the other selves I'm healing in this life. Because I've healed a lot of that stuff in my past. All the books that are above me that I wrote in that I didn't want to live anymore. I healed that stuff. I Timothy Leary'd and my whole life changed and I saw the beautiful things in the world that I can have or achieve. I'm still here. I didn't do anything stupid. And it's not stupid. My birth mother did it. It was in her contract. That was her way out. Just like people who perpetually do what they do on a daily basis, that's not the healthiest for them. Guess what? That's their path. They chose to overcome, heal it, or we're here to clear karmic cycles, not just from this lifetime, from every ripple of expanse that exists. That we say it so lightly. I at least say it so lightly. those dreams that kept coming up was other selves that needs to be healed. And I have to do it in this consciousness. I chose a very dark role for myself from my oversoul. Oh, you can handle it. Higher self thing, give me the resources. It shouldn't be this hard at my age to have a career that sustains me. I could do it all by myself. I have thus far in my whole, like up to when my parents passed away, I've been traversing this expanse myself. I haven't had much help. I don't have a husband. I don't have someone there that's an anchor for me. I've been doing this myself. But something has to give. I'm over having to do the struggle thing any longer. You know, like I was trying to explain to my principal, if you want me in the role and I have the degree for it, then can you help me get the other credentials or whatever it is that I'm not getting the information on? What do I need to get this job? If you want to give it to somebody else and hold and put them in there, I can't do it because I can't. I need to sign a contract in order to take out an equity loan. They need to have proof that I can pay it back. No one's going to give me a loan if my credit score is at 0 because they went bankrupt. No one is going to give me a loan if I have to consolidate my debt. Everything's based off of credit scores at the moment. And I need it now, not when Sarah decides to drop, if it ever does, or when Trump decides to do some action. I thought we were not supposed to pay property tax, and I have a $3,000 bill that is due. Right? Hi, El Sunray. So please explain to me. Like I said to my principal, I'm at my rockiest bottom. I jumped off the cliff already. I'm in the abyss. I can't go anywhere but up. But if you don't give me the tools and the information, or you're going to hand this job to somebody else because you're doing a favor for somebody else, then I need to know, because then I need to leave and get another career. I need to find something better because I can't sustain with what. Are you going to give me a job or not? I need to sign a contract in order to go figure out, what am I doing? If I don't get this job, and the special ed woman is like, oh, I'll put you in special ed. No, you're not putting me in a place that I'm going to get my teeth knocked out. I already had them knocked out. I'm not having my foot broken like you. So give me something that I could do. I will go back to school for it, but I can't. You got to give it to me now, and I need to know that it's landed. Not a hearsay, oh, in 5 months we'll give it to you. No, because I can't pay my bills now. So figure it out for me now, or shit or get off the pot syndrome. Something is going to work to my betterment or not. Universe hasn't given me that sign yet. But after tomorrow, things are supposed to go clearer for many of us in signs, spiritually. Spiritually. Because tomorrow is a gateway. Tomorrow's a gateway. Tomorrow's a gateway. So I'm hoping my birthday being a gateway, I'll have an okay day. The child that was supposed to start might not start until next week. So thankfully I had that as a saving grace. Because there is no that I had a person hired for the position that would be helping me in the room. She quit within 4 days. Sat there in the interview explaining to her what her role would be in the room. She's like, yeah, I can handle it. That's great. No problem. Here's the thing, Michelle. I mean, I'm a fine artist. I have my bachelor's degree in fine arts, painting, sculpture, and drawing. And it's very rare that those positions ever come up because once you're in, you're not leaving. I the art teacher's retiring in my school. She wasn't sure, so I didn't jump on it, and I didn't want to like do all these steps and put money in, and then she doesn't retire. But now it seems that someone in the school might have an in because of a favor, and I'm more qualified with my degree, but they have the teaching license that I don't. Check the Schumann again? Sure, can do that. But for those of you who feel very similar to me, and I know a lot of you are going through it, guys, vent. Use the chat to vent because I am not alone in this struggle at all. Please. You can't suppress your feelings. You have to let them go through you. Okay, I screamed bloody murder the last 7, 8 days, screaming on top of my lungs. I lost my voice, sort of, screaming upstairs, like, what the fuck is going to give? I am tired. I'm showing up every day. I'm not getting any answers, and I'm being patient, but I'm also showing up for myself, and I don't want to waste money. I did my CPR course. I needed to do it anyway. I have other courses I need to take. I'm going to get that done. But like to go back to school, I'm fine with. I love school. I love going to school. But it's also almost all around here is Catholic. I don't want to do Bible because I'm going to have to fake it and I don't want to fake my opinions. Right now, Bob, we are not spiking. We're in a lull, but that white spike was today, and this little spike right here, that was a little while ago. So we are getting hit with a lot of energy. Now you have to remember when these spikes happen, there is a delay. A lot of people are still being influenced by the pink full moon that happened just 3 days ago. That energy ripples and affects us throughout the day. Guess who just messages me because I got somebody's shells. Mr. James Bone, because I got his shells. I'm gonna put some stuff together on Friday and then play around. Because now I got a variety of good stuff that I can use. No thanks to Viking, but he did give me the idea because he sent me some imagery. It was in somebody's because he's all into the ammo and the gun stuff. So he sends me all kinds of stuff when he's trying to talk to me. We'll see. Birdie. And we're gonna paint. So when it comes to doing art classes in-house, I need a license, I need insurance. There's a lot that goes in, like I can privately do things. That's why I have Paint and Sips on my channel. It's online. I already have the channel established. And I paint, this is one of the Paint and Sips I just recently did. Um, Online is safer than it is in-house because you need to take insurance out and then you have to have an LLC for a lot of that. They all want this at the end of the day. That's really where a lot of this comes from. It's you need to invest in you, even though I have 10 years of experience in my field, not as a teacher, but I could teach. The problem is the money, and it always has been for me. My undergrad degree was over $150,000 at the end, with all the art supplies, the textbook costs, getting to school. My degree was over $100,000, and it took me 15 years to pay it off. And I did have loan assistance from my parents, but I had to pay it off. Make it make sense. And even with my this is the next raffle for anybody interested. It's in the community tab on my channel. Just go to the community and you can see if you're interested in wanting to. This is raffling on Friday. Um, I have to do this business privately because when I try to do an online store, it doesn't even, I don't even profit off of anything at the end of the day. And then I would have to hike the prices up on everything by a lot in order to just make something back from all of it. It doesn't make sense. So I do everything privately. So my online website is just my portfolio. That way I could keep the costs down, and I put the price of shipping in with the price of the material and the piece. I can't do that if I have an online store. If I were to do like Patreon and do like online classes there, like I could get away with that. But most things you need an LLC, and that's money I don't have to get that. And then I have to owe taxes to the tax man, right? That's still a thing. It didn't all get wiped off. It got wiped off for the big people. It didn't get wiped off for the small people where it counts. And I really don't care about tariffs. I don't even give a shit. Thank you. Thank you. So someone is going to win this on Friday, and one of my channel members most likely will. Um, but I love doing and it's for me, doing this is a way of giving back to all of you who support me monthly. It's a small amount, but I like to give back where I can and how I can, and I can do it through artwork. I oh, Ashmaya, I know. It devastates me. Customs in other countries are ridiculous. And it's not even fair. This house needs a cup of water. I will be right back. Hee hee, hee hee. Chicken! And actually, while I am up, because it's right over here. All right. So for those who do want in, there's my degree right there, into the raffle, second place gets to choose the paint and sip paintings that I have done. This one I might send to Christina because she likes it. So all of those are up for grabs, including those two. My house is a slobby bomb right now. Even though I did a deep clean during the spring break that I had. It's bad. I might not prefer, see, here's the thing. I'm still kind of like creating curriculum stuff in hopes that if I do this, I can bring it to with my portfolio. I still will have an interview, but then I'm going to really like press like if anybody's an art teacher, like they can take these ideas. Because it's really at the end of the day for the kids, not necessarily for me. And like any project, please wear a smock. And I don't wear this shirt because it gets clingy to me. But I uh well whoever wins is getting the pyramid, and then or I mean if someone wins and then wants a painting, they can have the painting too. But I like to give everybody who wins on the raffles for the paintings a choice. So those are the ones you could choose from that I have done already and that are available. I just needed water. I had, where did I put them? Here. Paintbrush in. Um, yeah, so spiritually speaking, energy speaking, a lot of you are probably going through very similar dream states. You're not sleeping at night, or you're abruptly waking up uh out of, it not doesn't necessarily need to be a nightmare, but like a vivid dream or something that was a little scary. You're healing that stuff. It's not easy to like to understand that when it's actually in the moment happening, because I was like, what, I was thrown off course when I woke up from the last few weeks having those kind of dreams and going, okay, wait, what? I don't like this. Why is this happening? Why am I dreaming this? And spirit would not talk to me. And then how spirit does come through once in a while when they're being quiet in my brain, I'm channeling, but they won't tell me my answers because I ask nicely, sincerely. Have a good night, Amy. I don't know where he is, and I know that the noise is like they're literally like chucking up the concrete. So um I couldn't tell you what's going on. All I do know is the work is in front of my house. I don't know how I'm getting to work tomorrow if they are ripping up my driveways. Plural. Like right now, I have this big hole, gaping hole in my driveway, and I have a mini driveway that they also have to chop up. So I don't know where am I parking my car. I don't know what's going on tomorrow. I'm just over it when it comes to not being notified that this was going to happen. Love you, Miss Amy, Miss Auntie Amy. Uh, I try to get Freya when she's more in a talkative mood because that seems to be everybody's favorite. Because she is very highly talkative. She loves to meow. I kind of have to wait to do the bottom. So I'll let this one dry. Hey, Birdie. I have hair in my mouth. I hate it for him too because I have possum. I would keep food out for him overnight, but I have possums and raccoons that eat his food. And I have birds that eat his food too during the day. I hate when hair is in my mouth, even though it's cleaned. Because today I had Cheeto fingers through my hair. I had Dorito fingers in my hair, drool, and then the perpetual blowout diarrhea diaper took place today. So I was like, I have to go home and shower. This is gross. I normally either shower in the morning or right before I go to sleep. Depends on what I need. But today, nope. As soon as I got home, I'm like, after I talked to the guys who don't speak English outside, like, when was I going to be notified this was happening? Thanks for the inconvenience. Like, I can't win. I don't want to win in life. I just want to be content. That's all. It's not that much to ask in life. I just want to be content. You know what, Bob? I might add feathers to one of these. We'll see. I have plenty. That's adorable, Mickey. I love Zumba. Your videos break me up. Like Freya wasn't that talkative when Daddy was alive, when Mr. Odin was alive. But now she's really coming into her personality, and it's so cute. She's really becoming herself. Another reason why I couldn't take myself out, I can't leave her. She's not allowed, no. And I can't leave little Thor. So if anybody ever thought that I did to have a wellness check on me, I'm fine. I mean, I'm not fine. I'm going through the dark night of the shit show, but eventually it'll get better. And if not, like I said, I will be living out of a box somewhere in the middle of nowhere. I already thought about that when I lived in New York, so it's a reality that could transpire, not one that I want, but reality is what reality is at times. I'm pretty grounded, like, I go to work and I don't let things affect me. Um, I don't try to let things bother me as much when I'm working around the kids. Um, as I'm waiting for the outside world to collapse, the reality is things were really said that things were going to get better. And yes, they have to get worse in some technical sense. But why isn't there a program already for free schooling? If I could write a doctoral thesis on the Schumann resonance in kids' electromagnetic fields, I would be in doing that. right? The only thing and it's not even me stopping me. It's finances. If I know that I will have a job secured, I will more than be happy to go back to school and get another license or a degree or a certificate, whatever it is. But I can't do that willy-nilly like a lot of people do when you can't even pay your bills. Like I'm just barely able, like I'm just every month I'm scraping by, just getting by. I don't want to just live like that. I've been living like that half my life. And then some crazy thing happens in my house or something, and there all the money that I had saved to go do something nice for myself or have an adventure or go on a trip, gone. Because everybody like, oh, you never been anywhere? No, because every time I saved up to go somewhere or have a trip, it's gone. Because I am a responsible human being, you know. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna wait to see what the lady that hired me, she's amazing. She's been in it a long time. She offered me there's no she didn't offer me a position. She just said, "Would you want to go back to school for special ed?" Now, my problem is I didn't see job postings on teaching special ed, and I would not be comfortable doing high school or junior high. And that's just not my wheelhouse. I would do elementary. It's a lot of work. It's a lot more schooling than she's prescribing, and I know this because I would have went into it a long time ago. Um, it's a lot. But if she can get me in under a special ed getting into the art job, I could take that route. Hi, Whiskey. That's the thing, Mickey. We really do. This is the conversation that I have with the lady who owns the place that I had my vending event at, and I went to a Stargate meditation. She's saying the same thing. She's like, my consciousness is living up here. Like I'm seeing a beautiful world. I'm trying to get the 3D to match up here, but yet I'm putting it out there. I'm giving things away pretty much for nothing, and I'm not even getting the response back. I took money that I earned by selling stuff at her event. I put some money stashed away, and that was really for my birthday dinner for myself, or a treat for myself to eat for my birthday. It wasn't that much, don't worry. And I woke up on I Friday after the live. I'm like, no, I gotta go. Like I gotta get out of my house. I have to go and meditate with people. So I go there, I bring my yoga mat, and I am like, you just give my usual spiel. If I go into trance and I start talking, I do apologize. Just tap me and I'll wake up and I'll stop. And they're like, no, 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 it's okay. I'm like, no, no, you don't understand. It's not. Thankfully, everybody was laying down. I chose to sit up, like in actual stance. I did a lot of this. I'm very much like Daniel Scranton when I meditate. If anybody watches him, I know Scott Pace does. I'm very much like tapping myself a lot and working my field. I called upstairs and I brought down it was a DNA activation uh from the guided meditation that we were listening to. And an hour later, it was more than an hour. We were there for like almost 2 hours. And at the end, I said, "Oh, who do I pay?" And like, what are you talking about? It's donation only. You don't have to pay. I'm like, no, I need an energy exchange. This is not okay. You have bills to pay. And I put money in their jar. And I said to the what and Angie, who thanked me profusely for getting rid of some negative energy in the place during the event. She's like, "Oh, I saw your light body and it's gorgeous and I saw it working. Thank you so much for clearing that area." Because once we all worked together succinctly, like people started coming into the event. And I said, "No problem. This is why I'm here." And she's like, "I hope to see you more often." I said, as much as I can get up, it's 20 minutes away. I said, as much as I can get up here and drive up here, I will be here. As long as I can afford to come. I said, I have to energy exchange financially. I can do a lot of energy work on the place. I'm going to do that for free because I don't want to be affected by negative stuff. And that stuff exists in 3D. I don't give it mind or pay attention to it, but I know it's there. Tap, tap, tap. That was a good movie. I don't care how evil and dark that man is. It was funny. My birdies are still drying. Bad me, I didn't put my paintbrush in water. So I painted these guys white. I have to do the back bottoms when these dry. And then I will do like I don't know, we'll figure it out. I might continue it, we'll see. Because it's my ascension anniversary and I can do what I want. So yeah, I'm trying for those of you that just came in, tomorrow is my ascension anniversary, meaning birthday, and I'm not feeling it. And I got some insight to change up what we call it born day. Charlene earlier was like, "Oh, it's appearance day," which I like that one really a lot. But oh, we volunteered for 3D anniversary day. Fuck. Blessed incarnation anniversary. So I want to change up the birthday thing and we can say, yeah, we've always been alive. Always been here, just in different forms. Um, no, I actually tune when my hot tub was alive and not dead like it is now. I tune in water. So I do what he does, not to channel, just to get the frequency in the water going. So if I'm in the bathtub, I will do stream. Change your mouth pattern and you get different vocal tones. I do a lot of that in the tub or even in the shower because it obviously water holds memory and consciousness and it's grounding. So I try to get the vibration around me to shift if I'm in a bad mood or whatever. And I will do the tuning there. But I do it awake and consciously. What he's doing is using the tuning and the toning to get deep into a trance state. When I do this, I'm tapping into my electromagnetic field and your heart is really where it's pulsing out of. So I'm always usually tapping. And if I need to clear my energy or to move my field, I'll do a lot of this. I do like Qigong. Like I was doing a lot of this during that meditation. I wasn't in trance. I didn't get to trance state. I didn't want to because there was too many meddling things trying to break us. Like I started coughing. I haven't coughed in like in a week and a half, like the way I've been doing on every video. I'm back to almost normal. So yes, Happy Gilmore does say that. So I'm doing a lot of this and moving my energy. I know when I'm doing my morning meditation, my bubbling like I did for Corey. Like I hold her in front of my heart space an energy ball, and I visualize the energy ball being white, golden, healing light. And then I'll start making it bigger. And then in my mind, sending it to a person to embody. So I do that for a lot of people. Corey's on my list again. And Corey, we all love you, and I'm rooting for you. Hi, Janine. Hi, Janine. Like like I was saying earlier with the attachment and detachment, right? I'm going to read it again because there's other people here. Connect to everything because you are everything. God is omnipotent and omnipresent, but attach to nothing. Connect to everything. Attach to nothing. Attachment is rooted in fear. When you have to cling on to something, a concept, a program, a narrative, a thing, a thought, a place, a person, you're doing that out of fear. Oh my God, I don't want to lose that person. They're not lost. No one's lost. You transcend. Trust me, I showed you my parents' graves. They're with me here. They're not in the grave. You lose fear of loss when you realize you are already whole. So when you know within yourself that you are a whole human being, you are a whole of the universe, you don't have to fear anymore. There's zero fear. The Vikings knew that. Vikings knew that. My parents don't dwell here. This is their resting space. Their bodies, their 3D forms are here in Long Island. They're here in spirit, in sixth density. I can't see them. I can feel them, but they're not here. And sorry for any of the Jew haters out there that you see a menorah. It's not really a full menorah, but in a Jewish star. For anybody that doubts. And happy anniversary up there, 52 years. My parents would have been married today. And for some of us that need to hear it, I am a channel of truth, love, and remembrance. I hold space for others to return to their essence through words, silence, and presence. I reflect what the soul already knows. I am not here to convince. I am here to resonate, to bring light to the unseen and compassion to the forgotten. I walk between worlds with feet feet, earth, and my heart in the stars. I speak for the ones who crossed over, the ones awakening, and the ones awakening to trust again. My channel is a sacred mirror, and through it, others remember who they are. That's powerful. That in itself is powerful. And tomorrow, Mercury enters Aries. A lot of the retrogrades are now gone, and we're propelling forward. And this change that I'm going through, and a lot of you are going through, especially with the Schumann residents. This is a lot, but like this is not just this today. This is the last few days. This is a lot of energy. And we had a timeline shift prior to the last, I want to say this goes up from the 13th. No, the 14th. Today's the 15th, tomorrow's the 16th. But this is Russia time. So I posted pictures. Where's mine? Aha, I found it. This is a few days ago. We had a shift. And all that energy that we are shifting is transpiring right now. We also had a solar flare hit, kind of nick us. So we're going through a lot of photonic consciousness. We're upgrading, we're confused. We don't know which way is up or down, but we're just being in the moment. So ground. I mean, seriously, as all of that was going on, I made the Facebook page for my school. I got this award here, Staff of the Month. They gave me a gift card so I can go out for my birthday for dinner. Chicken butt to that, and it's monkey butt. I chicken. Chicken. How to move it back. My birdies should be dry. Oh, I could put something in his tushy. Not completely dry, but we'll get there. Birdie. This one's dry. This one's dry. So yeah, the videos that I was mentioning a little earlier, I know will help a couple of you out with the Dark Chosen one. Like, why did we have all this hard difficulty come into life? It's because we're here to transmute it, and if we don't go through it, we will not transcend it. We're here to actually transcend humanity. And we got to go through the difficulty first. I just, that's why I'm in an Aries position, because Aries is number one. And if anybody there is in the 13-month paradigm thing, go, you go. But we're in 12 right now. Maybe your paradox and your timeline is 13 months, and that's cool for you. I don't live in 13 months. I'm not in that paradigm. Not because I don't believe in it, but happy Ascension anniversary, Leroy. Mine is I got construction in front of my house that no one told me that they were chopping up my driveway in the front of my house. Go figure. People just come with trucks and uplift your shit on your private property without notice. It's great. I have a raffle going on Friday Night Live. We got this raffle going on, birthday celebration, incarnate celebration anniversary. I honestly really hope that people find my birthday, instead of saying happy birthday, like happy incarnation day, anniversary, happy, oh, you volunteered for 3D. Sorry, anniversary. Anniversary meaning you've been here and are here concurrently in your other time, other bodies, other shells. Um, I've been listening to a lot of stuff as I'm studying. I can multitask like that. And a lot of the videos is basically like, yeah, you are the angel. Yeah, I knew that. There was no lying to me about that. So I'm making this because it is a craft and sip. I have my beautiful coffee and I'm making toilet paper roll birdies. Because if I do get an interview, I would love to showcase my sculptures, this being one of them, and something that the kids could do. Any of you could do it too. And then I might affix it to my paint and sip painting. We'll see. But all I'm using for this is acrylic paint. I should really put that upside down. Acrylic paint, a glue gun with a Post-it attached to it. I might get some googly eyes and what else? I don't know. I might put feathers there. I hear Freya right now. Freya's upstairs meowing really loud. Auntie Amy got her an avocado cat toy with catnip, so she might be playing with that. I hope so. Oh, and not to mention happy Transcendence birthday Morgan cat. My cat that was 19 years old would have been 20 tomorrow. She died last year on 4/26. She transcended. Morgan was my second density self. She had a very big fractal of myself in her. Huge fractal of myself in her. Okay, I got all of that done. I'll wait for that to dry. Always wear a smock. Like I'm wearing work clothes, but they're not work clothes, but they can be work clothes. I got my pinstripey pants and my nice little shiny shirt that gets stuck to me. Fun times. See, acrylic doesn't wash out of your clothes, but oil can. You can use turpenoid or turpentine to take that out of your clothes, where acrylic gets sucked in and it stays. What else? On my TikTok, I had sometimes what seems like chaos is actually the breaking apart of an old pattern. I sure damn hope so for myself because I can't take this anymore. And the birth is something new. So I hope whatever it is that is supposed to come into my purview comes soon because I need another job and I need it now, not tomorrow, not 5 weeks from now, because May is just around the corner and I need to solidify something. Never be in a hurry to do everything quietly and in calm spirit. Do not lose your inner peace for anything whatsoever, even if your whole world seems upset. Um, that is not the easiest thing for most people because we're all going through some sort of breaking down of the old. We're making room for the new, but the outside world is not projecting that new yet. Oh, this was another really cute one. I found this very old picture of us all shining together. It's the universe. I'm seeing if there's any other beautiful things I could yeah, these are the guys in front of my house. It's uh breaking my driveway and they barely speak English. So I don't know if they're scabs. Gotta love that. Um, I want to thank Ash Maya because I have a picture of it. I didn't bring the pillow down, but thank you, Ash Maya, for my pillow. She made it for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know who sent these. So a lot of people send me presents without stuff, but today a staff member got me some cute cat patches. And then all the books that I received and the art, some of the art supplies and stuff. I still don't know who sent that stuff to me. Thank you out there. And happy born day, Leroy. Yay. Thankfully, because I have amazing friends out there. I got a lot of casings. I'm going to start the project with the patriotic bullets. Um, let me see if I could find if it was sent to me via Viking, if I could find the picture. So you guys have an understanding of where I'm taking that project. I actually have to message him because I would like to know. Oh, ah! Hang on. I'm gonna pause it at some point. No, you can't say anything. I have to let it run. What do you mean vehicles from this? I can't tell because they're all parked in different spots. Shoot. Hang on, she's demolding, and I want to get a good pause point here because it's not unreal. Whoopee. I need 2 seconds back. See, there's the flag and there's a medallion. So fast. No! Keep missing it. She may do it again. Hold on. So she put stuff on the bottom. No, no. Goodbye. I hate phones. It's kind of hard to see from this, but there's a lot underneath that she put in there, but I have a whole different concept that's running in my brain, but that's the idea behind why. Okay, I need to put this on. Did she get it? Oh, that's stinky. One of Viking's children did not make the cheer team. That's sad. She was working really hard for that. I don't know what the vehicles are from, but I know it's from the gas company because I have gas flags all over my property. But I don't know if it's to line the gas so they know where not to cut or where the line is. I don't know. No one's answering my questions because no one told me what's going on. No email, no letter of saying we're ripping up your front, we're ripping up your driveway, we're ripping up your other driveway. So like the way my house is configured to have a ranchy style kind of house, but it's 2 floors. It's ranch style. And up here is where my car would be parked and my mailbox. And then I have a driveway, but it slopes in. It's like on a little bit of a hill. And then when you walk to my front door, you can go downstairs to get to my driveway. So I'm like on a really interesting kind of hill thing. So part of the line is in the street and part of the line is in my driveway. Have a good night, Charlene. Yeah, so yeah, it's just the way the land is, the way my house looks, it looks small from the street level, and then when you go to my backyard, because it's down a slope, like you could see like my house is not that small. But it's small, smaller than what I'm used to, because I lived in a townhouse in New York. I lived in a narrow but long townhouse, 3 floors. This is only 2. Um, and every room here is utilized. Um, Hi Barbara, how are you? Thank you everybody for showing up. I'm waiting for these bird creations to dry. This one's almost there. I'm gonna probably mix some colors and do birds. I don't have my googly eyes down here. Otherwise, I'd put googly eyes on. And I do have chicken feathers, but I don't know if I want to do chicken feathers. I might. It's getting late though. And then I had to pick out an outfit for tomorrow's birthday. Fuck, I incarnated into 3D anniversary. I might be wearing a dress, but I have to put pants underneath because I am on the floor most of the day. And I also have a fire drill in the morning. So I have to strategically figure out what I am putting on. It has to be strategic. So I have to be comfortable and warm at the same time. Because my room gets hot and cold. It's weird. Very weird. My birthday suit. Nobody wants to see this in a birthday suit. Like I look thin, but I need to tone my ass up bad. Like I am lacking in the strength department right now. Like my muscles used to be huge. I used to diesel. I still have it here, but up here I'm losing it. Have a good night, Janine. Thank you. And I'm hoping Janine will tell us if we have a show on her channel, Turn the Page with Janine, on Saturday. We'll see. I hope I have power. Um, but I hope to be there and check out the channel because Buckshot, myself, Joey G, and Arnie, who has the amazing oracle cards that I've been pulling from, they're also with us, and we have a beautiful conversation all together. So please check out her channel. It is always in my links section to go check her page out and subscribe and support her as well. And also for all those coming in, we're going to give a very big prayer, hug, and energy of light to Corey, who I hope is resting. She's on yes. Yes, the Time Is Now podcast. That's where you can find Corey. She'll we're sending our prayers to you, Miss Corey. We love you. She has to take some downtime per spirit's guidance. That's too much yellow. Here's the thing why I do paint and sips during like the day, because I actually use natural lighting. And also remember, always fully dry your brush. It is about education. I just hope I'm not going to get screwed with my dreams. Because that seems to be the theme of this expanded life that I have chosen to live. And I am not trying to choose that anymore. I want my dreams to transpire. It's macaroni cheese. Birdie. Macaroni and cheese birdie. My hands are stuck to it. Macaroni and cheese. Oh, my little, it's not mine, but that's really sad. I was hoping she would get that spot. I need my other brown. I don't want that brown. I'll take it out. I have a big bag of paint. Where's my brown? I used you the other day. I need the brown I used. Cause it flow very nice. Boop, 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 boop. Too much white, just farted out. It did, it farted itself out. Well, last summer, in going in the the hot tub was my place to do a lot of grounding work and a lot of meditation. And I was going through one of those existential insane. Um, Bob, I just got your message. Um, hmm. Army Navy store. I would never, ever, ever, ever deprive somebody of what they gained. Um, yeah, I'm sad when the little kiddos don't get in. Though I am happy if let's just put it out here. I'm happy that they're competitive here, that they just don't take anybody for, cheer, volleyball, like you have to have some sort of talent. But she's only in sixth grade, and sixth grade is like intermediate school, and then she's going to junior high school. It's only junior high school. When you get to like high school and college, like, yeah, you need to have. So I don't know why. I have some theories. So I'm using like, what color is this? Honey brown. Some of the mac and cheese color I just used and mixed it with some yellow and white. But I asked Viking to tell me if she got it because she's been posting on I'm on her social media, and I would give her a big hug right now because I that disappointment's gonna grow in her. But she really needs to get out of the house. And that's a very good way for her to do that. So I'm hoping maybe next year. Oh boy. I would never get that tattooed on me. I mean, I do have a tramp stamp tattoo that I do have. And I had to hide that from my mother, and I told her it was henna because she saw it through my pajama pants when I was younger. Because I got it when I was 23. 23 pain. Um, but that was after my dad passed away, so I wouldn't have gotten kicked out of my house because my mom needed me. So, but she liked it because I put my Hebrew name there. Yes, I have a Hebrew name. It's very sexual sounding. I could use the dark. If you have extra ones, Bob, I would definitely I could use them. Only if you have extra. I am not taking something that you have the one and only because you earn that. Um, back a few years ago, I had a kid that presented with ODD. And that's one of the most extremes of behavioral issues, like this color that I just created. Need more browns. Um, and one of my friends was a sailor, and she gave me her what like some parts of her uniform to pacify him. He was into the military kind of stuff. And I said, only if you have extras. I am not taking something you're going to hand down to your boys because she has 3 boys. I'm kind of going with the birds' muted colors. So it's not black, gray, or brown. It's all mixed together. It's on the brown scale. My hands are going to get stuck. But for time purposes, I'm doing the whole thing. Because paint still has to dry. This is the cutest one. In honor of my parents' anniversary today, wedding anniversary, in honor of them, in honor of my parents, who better be helping me. Cardinal. Have a good night, Michelle. Yeah, I had to get a little sleep too. Because I don't know if I'm walking to work or I am driving. I think my teacher might be getting me lunch. In honor of my parents, I'll do a cardinal. I was gonna do a raven. Was. I mean, I have a million of these. I save them because you never know what to do in the classroom with them. And I do have red feathers. They're fake. And I mean, something, if anybody's watching me that is a teacher, something to always keep in the back of your mind, and this is why I would have to add fake feathers. Um, Children do have allergies, and you never know what they might be allergic to in the animal kingdom. Like I used to be deathly allergic to kitty cats. No. So yeah. The idea that I kind of grabbed this off of, I'm gonna add some paint detail. We'll see how dry these get because they do have to sit, and I'm gonna go in a little bit. Maybe I will do part two for next week. But the idea is to add different layering of wings in paint and then add a googly eye and then do the beak. I mean, I could do beak. The red did not. So Birdie, he has to dry. No, I keep getting it in the red. I have glitter paint. I'm also probably gonna Mod Podge these to seal it, especially if I'm adding feathers and other things. Yes. The Devils beat the Bruins. Woo! So like I'm gonna have to put my phone on my birthday's tomorrow. I'm starting to get the Facebook showering of craziness. Mm. I don't know why someone I've been to my parents' cemetery. I don't know what goes on. I love everybody. My gosh. So Miss Janine that was just on, we're there. She's asking around if anybody's going to be free. It is a holiday weekend, by the way, and there are people that celebrate holidays. And before have a good night, Roger. I know I'm not screaming at you. I want you to hear me because you're an amazing soul. I gotta wake up at 5. Feed Freya because she woke me up at 4 o'clock in the morning. This cat wakes me up all night. I don't know if she's protecting me from something. I think that's another thing. There's some heavy influences in the world. Sorry, guys, I just went silent. I'm getting downloads. Um, just a reminder, be gentle with yourself. I'm trying to be gentle with myself. There's a lot of energy that has been coming in that is like messing up everything in my paradigm. So just be very gentle with yourself. A wing. I want this to be symmetrical as possible, but it doesn't have to. Look, I'm using big words in art terms. Because I normally won't speak like that. I don't like the robotic language of art language. I don't like it. Birdie wing. It's still drying. We're gonna give this guy a little hat. Yeah, the energies are nuts. You see, I'm not alone. Thank you, Scott, for saying that. Because I'm not alone. Scott's not alone. A lot of us are not alone. So please, it's now kind of lulling out, which is good. We need a break. Spirit, we need breaks. I sure damn need one. like a project like this, right, would be really good in a classroom because it's multiple times and steps. So in a, let's say, half-hour period, I'd probably just get like a layer of white on. And we're talking elementary kids. Can barely see his little cap. And called it macaroni. I hope so, Bob. Because Viking is no aid in that. I didn't go off on him, but I've been asking him every few days in a message like, "Hi, you sent me this beautiful thing. You told me you were going to help me find them, and then you just totally went off the map." And I know you've been busy with your girls because of tryouts and all kinds of stuff. Something has to give. It's a big wing. When you do, never be afraid to add black and white to your paint. Just an FYI. My parent, why I said, ode to my parents is my parents come to me in the form of cardinals. And I have pictures of them at both houses. My dad comes as the red cardinal, my mom the blue, but I've seen them in both. And last year, when I didn't finish. Why I did the orange cheese mac and cheese color. Um, in the hot tub, I didn't even finish that. In the hot tub, I had a very profound So I like to bird watch and I get a lot of birds in my backyard. But for the first time, I saw two golden finches. And if you were to look up, so this is from last year when I was meditating. In many spiritual traditions, golden finches symbolize joy, renewal, and connection to nature. They are often seen as messengers of positivity, representing the acceptance of change and waiting for a better time. This is last year. Golden finches are also associated with lightness of being, adaptability, and resilience. It also has the appearance of a golden finch can be a sign that universe is guiding you towards a new path or a time of positive change. I'm still waiting for that to be transpired, but I also had a biblical meeting. And it reserved to Jesus, Yeshua. Yeah, I mean, like, but spirit comes in so many different forms, and birds are really easy for them to jump into. That's a lot of the reasons why birds are here is because they're easy for a human to jump into just to give a symbol to us humans. Um, Birds are amazing. I love birds. So but never seen golden finches here. The first year I was here, I was outside a lot, uh, just taking in and anchoring my energy. I have never seen them here before. I've seen the hummingbirds, they're starting to come up, sparrow, regular songbirds, woodpeckers, hawks. I had a lot of hawk action happening in my backyard. They like my pool. Um, but I mean, they can any spirit can go into any bird. They're just really easy to jump in and out of. So I'll probably continue this next week, or maybe even on Friday. We'll see, because but we got birds, toilet paper roll, bird craft, and I'm gonna add eyes on the cardinal. I might add some red feathers, and out of its tushy, I have a hole there. Um, these guys are getting probably patterning and stuff. The paint has to dry. And I'll do their beaks and everything. This guy went black. While my paint is still here, I'll do that. Because I'm looking at the time and I'm gonna have to wrap up in a minute. But as I'm doing this, I want to thank everybody for wishing me a happy appearance day, happy incarnation day, happy holy crap, you're still alive day. You made it this far. And it wouldn't be without many of you that got me to this point. So thank you all so very much. No matter what stage you know me at, I'm going to persevere because that's my nature. I don't fold under pressure. I vent under pressure. How's that? Oh, I love that. My friend used to get collar doves in hers. I really do want to thank everybody for the well wishes and everything. I just want to put it out there that I'm not alone in my struggle, and I'm not trying to elicit sympathy. I want you guys to realize that even the most spiritual person goes through the fucking dark. If I am a chosen dark one, I embrace that in its fullest. Um, I'm not a happy camper right now with my circumstances. I don't like being played around. I don't like getting not told directly yes or no, because the holdup is universally something, right? Divine timing. Everything happens in divine timing. But it's the 3D world demanding things be in the now, right? Like bills have a time limit where you can pay them or not, and then interest goes up, or it messes up your score. If I were to take out a loan on anything, I need teeth, I need a new car. I doesn't need to be brand new, but I need something newer and safer. I need certain things to happen. And I can't, on a whim, jump the gun on something and then not get it. And now what am I going to do? Because I'm even more in Schitt's Creek than I was when I was just patiently waiting for an answer. But in that waiting, I'm still screwed. That's where many of us are, right? I don't get outside, like I don't have Social Security, disability. I don't have a lawsuit. I don't have my parents. They left me stuff and it got taken away. It got taxed. I can't pull from retirements that will be heavily taxed, and I will not see much of any of it. I'd rather just let it sit and collect, and it's not that much. By the time it's taxed and given to me, it's not worth a damn shit, and I just ruined maybe potential. But life is not easy for me right now. I am fighting myself every day to keep optimistic. I am grounding. I'm giving myself compassion. I'm letting all of these horrible emotions flow through me so that I can release them. But it's not a once and done process. Healing, going through the shadow, going through your ego, going through all these spiritual shits, it's necessary in order to come out the other side better. And I totally understand that when you're going through the crap, it sucks. And dinner, I don't know what's going on. If I honestly, if they break up my driveway, there is no dinner. If I leave my car here, because I, to be honest, my neighborhood is not the safest. It's definitely not easy to park anywhere. There's no really anywhere besides my driveway to park my car. So I really don't know where or how, what goes on. If I'm going out for dinner, someone would have to pick me up to do dinner with me. And I only know 3 people here in Northwest Indiana. And not to say I don't know my staff, but me and my teacher and my teacher wants to buy me lunch. So whatever she can afford, which isn't much. I did have a gift card from receiving staff of the month. But I don't know that I only know one of the restaurants on the gift card. I don't even know how much it is for. I don't know. It's mystery. It was never written on. Like, here's $50 or 100. I don't know. So maybe over the weekend. but then it's Easter. So, but I don't know what they're doing with my driveway. So here is a conundrum again. I'm not really worried about it. I'm not really feeling it. Um, I'm not really feeling it. Um, although I might have to drive because I need coffee creamer. Uh, so we'll see. I'm just it's piling on and it's getting too much. It's overwhelming. But everything happens in divine accordance, I suppose. But I don't know. It depends what happens tomorrow when I get home. I'll probably put out a video. I'll do a reading. If I am going out, probably no video, and I'll try to get Freya or hopefully Little Thor shows up on the channel. I do want to thank everybody for your support, your love, your light. I appreciate each and every one of you for showing up. I'll probably take some pictures and post them. I don't know, sometimes I get crazy with my birthday and sometimes I don't, and I'm not feeling it. So I just might wear a nice cute dress and look all cute. Just what I don't know, like after 40, like even last year, I was like, at least I had Viking and we went out to eat and it was really good. But otherwise, I'm not feeling it. And I do appreciate everybody for sending me casings and shells. And Ashmaya, thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who just shows up. That's the biggest gift that I can receive, and well wishes. But I really actually, before we close, I am putting out my energy and intention of will to heal all of those who need it, especially Corey and all of those who are going through silence of disease and things that need to be healed, whether it be physically or mentally. I'm putting the energy out there. And I hope that everybody who receives it feels it. I hope Corey is on the pathway to healing and that everything is going to be fine. And anybody else that is having a rough go in the health sector, I am sending you so much energy of light and healing. You are in my prayers. It's noteworthy that we're here for a reason. We have all assigned ourselves to this role. Honor it. I will see if I can pull up the links to the videos that really started making sense for me. It might make sense for you, and right now it might not if you're not going through it. But it's just good to listen. So maybe on Friday I'll finish these birdies for everybody, or next Tuesday. They're really cute. And you can do this with your grandchildren, and I mean, we can make it 3D. We can make a sculptural painting. How exciting. So guys, sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within. Please go within. I just saw something over here. Be the physical shoulder. And sometimes we need physical shoulders. Don't deny yourself that. Be the lighthouse. Sprinkle your truth. That's why I speak what I do, because I'm not alone. And my light that is in the darkest, dimmest pits of hell is trying to shine myself up and bring myself up. But in that process, I hope I'm bringing many of you up that's down here. Let's find hope for each other. Sprinkle your truths with respect and integrity. Define your words not as this big plethora of words that mean that what love means a million things to everybody. Define it for yourself and really mature it. We are the models for the new world. We are the ones creating the new world. We are the ones that came in to design and bring the bitch forward. So we got to do it together. So let's create the new world and stop allowing outside world to dictate it to us. Till the next one, guys, thank you for your support. Thank you for the birthday wishes. And I hope to see you guys on Friday for the raffle. Information's in the community tab. Have a blessed and beautiful night.